G'day guys, welcome back to another episode. Today we're diving into one of the most useful knots in fishing, the FG knot. Whether you're targeting big game in saltwater or aiming for precision in freshwater, mastering this knot is a game changer. Let's get started. The FG knot is renowned for its strength and durability, making it one of the best choices for connecting your braided line to a leader. Its slim profile slides easily through the guides, and it's known for retaining up to 100% of its original line strength. Before we start tying, make sure you have the right tools. You'll need your braided line. In this case, I have a 15-pound braided line. Monofilament or fluorocarbon leader. In this case, I've got a 20-pound leader. Some braid scissors, and optional but are also helpful, a tension tool. So to start off with, I'm going to use two really thick ropes to show you guys how to do it. The blue or greeny rope is going to pretend to be our monofilament or fluorocarbon leader, and the orange rope is going to be our braided line, which is the same color as the braided line that I'm going to tie eventually for you guys. So what you want to do, first things first, is get your braided line, have it about chest width apart, and fold it in half. Okay, so just double it over each other like that. To each their own in regards to how far. I normally go about shoulder width apart. So that's about 25 centimeters doubled over. Once we have our doubled over line like this, I like to use my right hand for this. Some people like to do it with their left hand or right hand. Just have a go at it and see which one's going to work for you. So I grab the tag end of the double over and I wrap it around my pinky and ring finger a couple times till I make that triangle formation. You see that triangle formation with the wrapped over line there holding down there. I could probably take it back one and see how it's too big. But when I go like that, it's nice and tight. You want it to be semi-tight, so when you're wrapping your line around, you can wrap it around nicely. So pretend like this leader line's nice and long. You're then going to go start wrapping. So you're going to twist and create a wrap. And you see that there? You've just created a wrap around there. Twist, again, another wrap. Twist, another wrap. Twist, another wrap. Eventually you'll start wrapping and have wraps like this. So wrap, over, under, over, under, over, under. So that's my full wraps done there. What I'll then do is pinch my wraps, make sure they're nice and tight, pull out my tag end, and then I'll do a half hitch. So let's hold it out there. I've got my tag end down here, my tag end, main line. I'll do a half hitch over, bring it back under, and tighten it. And that secures the wraps to the leader. Now I normally do 3 half hitches, 2 nice and tight, 3. As you can see now, we've got 3 half hitches sitting here. Our leader is pinched in against those wraps. We've made 20 to 25 wraps through there. Then we just finish off after we've done our 3 hitches, half hitches, with a couple of double unders, I call them. So rather than going once, you go twice. With the lighter the leader that you tie this FG knot is, the more wraps you'll have to do. So if this was me connecting 6-pound braid to 6-pound leader, or 8 or 10 or 12, I might do 4 or 5 double unders. And then we tighten it, trim off our tag ends, and then we have one of the strongest knots that you can have. So that's how you do it with the braid, the ropes. I can now show you how to do it with a bit of line and leader. So again, we've got our orange braided line here. Double it over, roughly about 25 centimeters apart. Again, I use my right hand here, pinch the 2 tag ends, wrap it around my ring finger and my pinky finger until I get to the point where I can make my triangle. So there's my triangle. 1, 2, 3. Then all I do is slip the leader through the triangle, which is going to be my tag end. Slip the leader through my tag end, and then I just start wrapping. 1, 2, 3, 4. I normally do 4 at a time, and then I'll re-cinch it, re-tighten it, because it's pretty hard to do it without your teeth. So then what I do now off camera, I'm just pulling the braided line nice and tight against the wrap. So as you can see, I'm creating some wraps. That's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. As you can see, the wraps are starting to build now. Twist over, twist over, twist over, twist over, twist over, twist over. So that's 18 wraps now. You can see that that is starting to really thicken up. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Make sure all the wraps are nice and tight before you cinch. So grab your tag end of the leader, tag end of my leader, do a half hitch, pull it nice and tight. That's 1, 2, 3. And then after the third one, remember we wrap it back over the main line like we normally do, but now we're going to do 3 or 4 wraps. 1, 2, 3, 4. I normally do 4 for about 15-pound leader and 20-pound braid. As I get lighter, I'll do 5, 6, 7 wraps of that. Tighten it up, nice and tight. Both tag ends are now tight. Both tag ends are now tightened up. What you want to do is just make sure that that leader isn't pinched in the wraps there. So I normally pull the leader, pull this tag end back down, just to make sure it's all the way through, and then pull it again so then there's no gaps. And there you have it, a very slim FG knot. That is one of the tightest and quickest FG knots that you can tie. And the more you tie it this way, I started tying this FG knot this way about 2 years ago. At the start I could tie it in about 2.5, 3 minutes. But now I can tie it in about 45 seconds. So if you're just busted off, you just got busted off by a fish, and you want to reset your drift, you can quickly reset your drift, and by the time you get back to the start, if someone else is driving the boat, you could retie that very quickly. But yeah, I'm pulling on that pretty hard and it's not going anywhere. So that is how you tie the FG knot, probably the world's fastest FG knot, using that technique. It also makes it one of the strongest braid to leader knots that you can tie. Perfect for using soft plastics or any type of fishing. Absolutely perfect. I tie them all the time to all of my rods and reels whenever I'm fishing. All right. So time to test myself. How fast can I actually tie this? Are we ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Double it over. Oh no. All right, so let's see how quickly I can actually tie this. 3, 2, 1, go. Double over. Bang. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Tag end, half hitch. Come on. Pull tight. Two. Three. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pull tight. Trim. Oh God. 1, 2, done. Completed. I wonder how fast